Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Shannon and I love gemstones, and tumbling gemstones is one of my favorite hobbies. Today we're going to talk about how to tumble fluorite in a rotary tumbler. Now I'm going to show you the process from rough all the way to this finished polished product. And at the end of the video, I'll show you my timeline and the recipe that I use to get these results and some pictures of the finished product. So if you want to tumble fluorite, then you have a place to start. You've seen how I did it. And with fluorite, this is especially important because it's a rather soft stone. It's Mohs hardness 3, which means that you can't tumble it nearly as long as you can an agate or a quartz or a jasper. It needs a lot of care, and it required me to check on it every single day. Now, tumbling fluorite is a rather quick tumble because it's so soft, but it does take some care, and it will provide some really beautiful stones at the end. So if you're interested in my experience tumbling fluorite, then let me show you the rough. Today I have a small barrel free, so I am going to start some fluorite. And this is another soft stone that I really need to be careful with, but since I've had some recent good luck with the pink calcite and the angelite, I thought I would start this really pretty fluorite. I just love the depth of the green in this. And then it's got some of the purple. All right, well, I'll get that into the barrel in course for a couple of days. And this is another one of those stones in which I'm gonna have to check every day. And I'll just run it like I did the pink calcite and see how it goes. This is our fluorite after 3 days in course. And I only used half as much grit as I usually do for harder stones. And you can see all of the really harsh edges have been taken care of. Now you might be able to see, like, it's actually very coarse still on the surface, and that's because it just finished coarse. But I'm gonna put these in medium grit and check them every day until the surface of all of these stones is much smoother. Fluorite has finished 3 days in medium grit, and it's looking much smoother than when it finished the course. So it's looking like it's ready for fine grit. Looks really nice. Look at that. Beautiful. So I am going to put these in a wash cycle or two. Make sure that all of the medium grit is off of the stones in the medium, and put it in to fine. Look at that. This is so beautiful. The fluorite has been running for 4 days in fine grit, and I didn't initially intend for it to go that long. However, I was really super busy yesterday and just didn't have time to squeeze this in. However, I'm not unpleased. These stones look and feel phenomenal. They just look great. And after a couple of days in extra fine, these are totally going to be ready for a run in dry polishing. These look so beautiful. So happy with this. Can't wait to do some more. Look at that. I'm looking forward to my next batch before I finish this one. All right, let's get these in extra fine grit. The fluorite has just completed 2 days with extra fine aluminum oxide grit, and the surface is feeling really super smooth. So I think it's totally ready to start our dry polish process. Really excited. This dry polish process was originally recommended for fluorite, and I've used it on other soft stones, but now I get to use it on actual fluorite. So, ooh, look at that. What I'll do is I'll run these through a wash and rinse cycle to make sure that there's no grit remaining in any possible little crevice. And then I will make sure that both my barrel and all of the stones are completely dry. And then I'll put it in the dry polishing process. And if you're interested in how to do dry polishing, there's a link to my tutorial video in the description below. And let's get this into polish. Okay, here is the fluorite, and it's been 1 week in dry polish. And so it's time to pop some out and see how well they've done. And here is the shine on fluorite after dry polish. Nice. And it'll probably be a little shinier after I wash these. Let's see. And if you're watching this video, this weekly video for the first time and you don't know what dry polishing is, then look in the description link below and I have a tutorial on dry polishing. But it's essentially for softer stones that don't tend to take a polish very well. And yeah, look at that shine. Look at that gleam. And there's still a little polish residue left on these. I'm just, giving them a little brush off with a paper towel, but look at that. I'm right by a window so I can get a good flash, but look at that. So nice. So yeah, dry polishing is a winner. And then let's see. I will get these all washed up, and then I'll show you pictures of the finished product. Thank you so much for watching my video about tumbling fluorite. And if you're interested in the dry polishing process, then there's a link to a tutorial video in the description below. I'll give you all the details on how to do that. And I hope this inspires you to go out and find some fluorite and tumble it. It can be rather intimidating because it's so soft and because it's hard to polish, but You know, as you can see, I got some fairly good results from this, and I hope it inspires you to take on that challenge. All right, and if you're interested in tumbling stones, if you're a new rock tumbler, if you're a seasoned rock tumbler, and you'd like to see how I tumble different stones, I do post several of these start to finish videos if you're curious to watch particular stones. And then I also post a weekly series called Rock Tumbling Weekly, in which I show you everything that's in my barrels and all the projects that I'm working on. So if you're interested in following along and learning about rock tumbling, then make sure to hit the subscribe button below so that you can see whenever I post a new gemstone video. Thank you.